everybody out there, and welcome back here with the future once again to another showcase and review. And today we are going to be opening up and looking at some more Chinese bootleg. This time they are BootLego minifigures. They are Dargo Block World minifigures, which are notorious for making these Chinese knockoff bootleg minifigure Legos knockoffs. But they're very well done. They come with blocks and everything to stand them on. I'm going to show you how they came packaged here in a second. My father actually picked these up for me, as always. He's always picking me up these Chinese bootlegs. I love them very much and thank him, as always, for the gifts. And I can't wait to open these up and check them out. There are members of, well, there's one X-Men member. There's Avengers members, and there's DC members in here too, so affiliates of both DC and Marvel. They're really cool looking, and I love my Chinese bootlegos, all that stuff that comes from China that's knockoffs that you just cannot get here in the States. I always think that's really cool. And yeah, I appreciate everybody who's subscribed lately, dropped any comments, left any kind of feedback. I really appreciate it. And if this is your first time viewing, do all that I just mentioned. And yeah, thanks to my dad for making this possible. And let's check out these Dargo Block World Chinese BootLego figures. Let's check them out. So here's how they came packaged. You have this just single bag that they came in. And when you take them out of the bag, they all come individually sealed in their own little sealed bag here. And you can see this is obviously Thor here. Look at that, he's got Mjolnir in there and everything. If you haven't saw my last video, it's a Chinese bootleg Marvel Studios and DC Comics movie figures. I'll put that up in the right. Go check those out. Those were very cool as well that my father picked me up. I like these. They got little soft goods capes and everything. I'm going to open all these up and put them together, but you see you got Batman here. They're all individually bagged, and if I'm not wrong, yeah, there's 8 of them here. I thought there was 8, but I'm counting just to make sure. And you see they come in this block, and it says there, collect them all, series minifigures, Dargo, and it's actually trademarked, so they love making these Chinese bootlegs. Block World, infinite possibility. But everything that I looked up about Dargo Block World says that they are BootLego, you know, not officially licensed minifigures, Lego minifigures. There's Wolverine. Gonna look really cool once I get them all together. As you can see in the back here, I have 2 boxes of comics. So I'm going to do 2 box breaks coming up. I wanted to let all my subscribers and viewers know that. I'm going to do box break 1 and box break 2. They're mystery boxes containing Marvel, DC, and in the last box break that my dad got, well, my dad picked me up another box and I already busted that one open. And I actually got an Image Homage comic and a Valiant comic as well. So there's actually other comics besides DC and Marvel that you can get in these. But yeah, I can't wait to do those, so I have them back there to let everybody know. But yeah, now I'm going to bust open these BootLego Marvel and DC minifigures, and we're going to check them out, guys. So bear with me. Okay, so we are back here, and I'm going to tell you what. They did an outstanding job on these. I had to turn my light on my camera so you guys can get a look at the detail. It's a little bit overcast outside, so they were a little dark without the light. But I'm going to tell you what, man. They did a hell of a job on these. There are some interesting choices that they made to a couple of these, such as the guns they gave to the Hulk and Spidey there. I don't think I've ever seen Hulk or Spidey use a machine gun. And also, they gave Superman a blaster or a pistol. And I think I'm going to shift that over to Captain America there himself, because he's more, you know, apt to be carrying a pistol or a machine gun. The machine guns don't fit too great. You know, they kind of go to the side there. That one with Spidey, though, looks pretty good. But I might shift that one over to, actually, the pistol can go to Batman, because Batman, the original Batman, had a pistol. And now that I think about it, I can give that machine gun to Cap there, and then the other machine gun just can be for like an existing figure that needs a gun that I have, because these will go with, the weapons will go with any kind of Lego or Creo or any kind of, like, you know, mini figure like this that you have. You can use these weapons for. But look at that, they even gave a blast off look there for Iron Man. He has a full helmet that I'll show you here in a second, but now we're going to take a look at each of these, you know, one by one. I just wanted to give you a good lineup view there of them, because these are just outstanding. But now let's take a look at each of them one by one, and I don't have to have the light on anymore. But here is the Incredible Hulk. Outstanding job on the paint, in my opinion. And I mean, they gave him that machine gun, but other than that, pretty freaking awesome. And you can see they have the Block World block that they gave him there. So, pretty sweet little mini figure of Hulk, the Incredible Hulk. The back looks kind of funny because they didn't put the pants, you know, all the way around on the sides, but nonetheless, man, I'm just going to pose them, you know, face forward on the shelf. They got the hair there, so they went all out. Instead of just painting the minifigure, you know, Lego heads, they gave him actual hair to, you know, extra pieces to put on, and a little bit to the side there, but looks better like that. But there's the Incredible Hulk, very sweet. Here is Spider-Man with his machine gun. I actually have quite a few of the Mega Bloks, Spider-Man, Marvel ones, and I could actually take an accessory from those and add it with this, and it'd look pretty cool. Actually, I'm going to do that. And okay, yeah, I went and got that accessory. I couldn't find the actual red one that went with Spider-Man, but I found this black one that went with like a Venom or a black costume Spider-Man. But yeah, looks pretty cool there, you know, with the web slinging action coming out of his hand other than a machine gun. So you can actually use, you know, Mega Bloks or Mega Constructs accessories with these knockoffs. They're like pretty much interchangeable with any kind of other block that you have. I think they gave him a cool looking paint application there on the face. They just used the block itself for the head and everything, trying to get a good focus on him here. But nonetheless, you got the spider in the middle of the chest. I'm having real trouble with this camera focusing, so I'm sorry about that, but I think you get the idea. But yeah, pretty sweet looking Spider-Man, and I'll give that machine gun to Captain America when we look at him. And now here we have Thor, and this is obviously the Chris Hemsworth version of Thor from the movies, and he's got his trusty Mjolnir there. And of course the block is the same. Also, the soft goods capes that they gave to these are pretty cool. You just kind of fold them over and then put the head over it like that. They gave him very bright blondish hair there. I thought this is one of the cooler looking ones, actually, because he's got Mjolnir and everything. Like I said, these are BootLego, unofficial, not officially licensed Marvel and DC figures, but nonetheless, very well done. And he's got the reddish beard there on him and whatnot. But very cool looking Thor. Next, I thought this was one of the coolest ones because it's the X-Men's Wolverine. And look at that. They gave him his, you know, I can never say the word, but his metal spikes there that come out of his hands. I can never say the word that they call that, but anyway, I think it's awesome. They gave him the Wolverine hair and the claws on the hand are just like little weapons that hold in his hands, but they look like the claws when it's posed. So that's very sweet in my opinion. And the hair is perfect. And he's got the sideburns and everything. They even did a paint app on the back of him too. So the paint app is definitely in his X-Men suit, yellow X-Men suit. I don't know if I showed, Spidey does have, you know, the spider on the back. And we're getting a better look at that spider there too. But Hulk has, you know, the ripped muscles on the back too. So they didn't hold off on the paint apps on these. Next, actually I'm going to put the machine gun in his hand because he deserves it, not Spider-Man. Actually, I'm going to have to put this in there real quick. And okay, I got the machine gun in now. I had to take a second to put that in. But yes, he's ready for battle, Captain America, in all his glory. He definitely deserves the machine gun over Spider-Man. It looks badass with him too. He's got his shield too. And you see it just clamps onto the hand there. And they just went ahead and painted the actual Lego-like, BootLego-like head with the A and gave him his mask that way. But on Iron Man, they did it a different way. They could have done that with Iron Man too, just gave him an Iron Man face, but you'll see what they did with Iron Man here in a second. But yeah, you see even the detail on the back of him, as well as the front. You got your Block World block that he goes on. So yeah, I like him with the machine gun, for sure. Next we have, and yeah, I'm guessing that that's definitely the way they have him blasting off there at the feet, because he came with those 2 cylinders, and I thought that was the best way to do it. And then I seen, you know, they can go on there, so, you know, they don't give you any kind of instructions. But look at the helmet that they did for him. And the thing about this is, the front just pops off and pops up like that, and you can see his face underneath. And I lost my block in the feet there, or the blast off, one of the blasters on the bottom of him whenever I did that. But you got Tony Stark underneath there, and then you see the suit all the way around painted. So I think Iron Man is one of the coolest, and this helmet does come off too, as you can see. And then you just have Tony Stark under there. And you can take the blasters off as well. Or the fire bursts, or whatever you want to call them on the bottom of his feet. You know what I'm talking about. And then you can display him as just Tony Stark without the helmet on. But that's awesome that the helmet, you know, has a fold up visor that if you want to display him with the front of the mask up, and then, or if you want to display it with it coming down, you can. That is freaking sweet for a BootLego fig. Gotta love that. So we'll put that back on Iron Man and put him back up there without his blast craters on. Next, we have Batman, and he's one of my favorite as we're getting into the 2 DCs that they gave. Out of the 8, 6 of them are Marvel and 2 DC. He's got his Batarang there, soft goods cape. They gave soft goods cape to Thor, Batman, and Superman, as we'll see here in a second. But the thing about this one is, you can see that he has white eyes there underneath. Well, they did a little trick here, and I thought it was kind of weird whenever I first saw him, because I was like, why'd they give him a headband? But you see here, Bruce Wayne underneath has a headband. And I was like, why'd they do that? But then you place the helmet on, or the cowl on, which is more like a helmet with this figure over the top. And that headband becomes the whites for his glowing white eyes, which we see in the comics, and anytime you see Batman, even in the new Batman v Superman and Justice League movies, he has the glowing eyes. So I thought that was a very, very, very sweet touch right there, to give Batman the white eyes. And I'm going to put the gun with him too, because he deserves the pistol over Superman here before we look at him. So let's take that gun off of Superman right here. If I can get it out of his freaking hand, pretty tight in there. And we can put it on Batman here. So there we go. Now we have Batman with not only his Batarang, but a pistol too, which harkens back to the original appearances of Batman in Detective Comics. He actually carried a pistol in the early days of Batman, but they scrapped that. But this is freaking sweet to have a little minifigure of Batman here. I do have that other BootLego Batman minifigure set that JLB made. They're a bootleg company from China too that does bootlegos, and let's check that out. So yeah, here's that JLB one that I was talking about, and he has a gold cowl, and he's got a full vehicle here that he came with too as well, that I kind of had to construct a little different than what they were claiming, but I could actually put this Batman now in this vehicle as well, and I could also switch off that cowl and probably place it right onto this one, and he could have a gold cowl. Let's see if we can do that. Sure we can. And cool. There we have gold cowl Batman with the gold mask. That's pretty freaking sweet. I can actually give this one to this one too. And now he has his black mask on. I call this Joker Batman too, because look at his outfit. And he's got a Batarang too that's silver. That could go with this other Batman here that I just got. Let's check it out. Yeah, so there you go. He's got the silver Batarang now in his hand, and gold cowl on. Pretty freaking sweet. But yeah, this Batman's very sweet. I'll construct him back to his other form here in a second here. Get these out of the way. And the last one we're going to look at is none other than the Man of Steel, Superman. And he did come with that pistol, which I thought was kind of funny. I'm going to kind of mess this hair here to get it out of his eye. But here it is. And I like how they gave him the hair that comes down, you know, into his face right there. I thought that was very sweet. And he's got the soft goods Superman cape. They didn't put the logo on the back. They should start doing that, or try to at least. But you got your Superman logo there on the chest, though. And they did give him the red tights, red underwear, whatever you want to call it. He's got his Block World block. He definitely didn't need that pistol. I've never seen Superman carrying around a pistol. Fits Batman a lot more. Especially from his early days. And having a little minifigure Lego style Superman. Very sweet. You can even put his arms up like so. And well, you can even fly him. So very cool. Oh yeah. Gotta love Superman. One of my favorites. But it's cool that they gave you not only DC but Superman. And I mean, not only DC but Marvel in this 8-figure set. So yeah, guys, I'm going to set these guys back up here now, and we're going to take a final look at them lined up, and then call it a video. Okay, so here we do it, the final lineup right here. Hulk with his freaking machine gun for some reason. I got Spider-Man there with his black webbing coming out instead of a gun. Then you got Thor here with Mjolnir. You got Wolverine and his spikes. These are very sweet. Once again, I got the light on so you can see it better. There's Captain America with the machine gun. Fits him a lot better. There you have one of my favorites right here. Iron Man blasting off. Freaking sweet. Then you have Batman here, harkening back to his early days with his pistol. And his Batarang there. His wide eyes. I love that. Got a soft goods cape. Soft goods cape there on Thor too. I love that he has Mjolnir. And then we have Superman. Clark Kent himself, aka Superman. And then I went ahead and put the JLB Chinese bootleg vehicle set there of Batman. Joker Batman, I call that, because look at him. Is he not Joker Batman? With those colors? And yeah, I love this lineup. Marvel, DC, Dargo, Block World, Chinese BootLego figures. And thanks everybody for checking this out. I hope you lasted this long with me. I want to thank my dad big time for picking these up. I'm really digging them. And I enjoyed doing this video and checking them out and having these in the collection. Very, very well done, in my opinion. So yeah, guys, thanks for checking this out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment down below. Give me a like if you like what you see. And yeah, guys, until next time, thanks for watching as always. And peace out.